Hola, hola caracolas! Today we are doing a llama. I love a llama, they're so happy, aren't they? We'll start with the 260. In blush we leave about 5-6 fingers, and then we copy the same bubble. We make 2 bubbles, we twist them and lock them with the nozzle going through both bubbles, as you can see. Now we make sure the next bubble is soft because we're going to make a pinch twist and another one. So to do a double pinch twist, we create 2 bubbles same size, we twist them together, and with the rest of the inflated balloon we twist it at the same time as we go around or in between them. That creates 2 bubbles same size. So we want to position them to one side like that, and we're going to create a loop like a petal. We kind of choose 4 or 5 fingers, make sure that is soft as well, and we go around those pinch twists. Now that loop is going to create the little cute mouth and those pinch twists will be the nose of our llama. So we have the little cute mouth, isn't it cute? Oh my god, I love this design. Now what we're going to do is make sure you squeeze the balloon. We don't want any balloon to pop, and that lots of pinch twists, a lot of pressure on that kind of very tiny area. We are creating with that little pinch twist now what it would be the nose of the llama, as you can see. And we squish it again, we leave about 4 to 5 finger bubble, and now we do a 3 finger bubble. It needs to be the second one needs to be a bit shorter than the first one. And now we're going to take the rest of the balloon. Make sure you don't lose both ends or those bubbles will be undone. But we go through those both initial bubbles and we're going to let it sit as it comes. Don't force it, don't push it any back so the head wouldn't move. And now we start with the round white balloon. We only do 1 pump with the inflator and we kind of leave it a bit smaller. We lose a bit the air there and we tie it next to the inflated part. So you can see it's quite soft and we want it soft. And then we divide it in 2, which will create both eyes. Make sure both eyes are the same size unless you on purpose wanted them to be different sizes, but I like the eyes to be the same size, you know, as similar as possible. And now we just put it there to make sure that stays there, because this could be undone if we don't hold those, and we're going to work in a different part now. Isn't it cute? Look at that little face. Oh my god, I love it. So we're going to take a really big balloon called 646. We leave it that size, just about, you know, the size of your hand. We squish the air from the other side and we're going to tie the knot, just so it keeps that kind of rounded kind of shape, more like an oval shape. We don't want the body to be too big either. We leave it to the side. We're not going to cut any places, any parts of those of this 646, and we take another 260 blush. And it's not important how long you leave it, it's literally we're just going to make the legs, so make sure, you know, it's like 3 palms or something, 4 palms maximum. We are going to create 2 bubbles, about 6 fingers each, and we create another 2 bubbles, so we just literally creating 2 legs and another 2 legs, the front and the back ones. And with the nozzle we just wrap it around to make sure it doesn't undo. Yes, we just cut the rest of the balloon and we tie a knot over there to make sure, just extra precaution, it will not undo at all. And we have the body and we have the legs, but we need a tail. I love the tail of a llama, it's just so cute. I had this little scrap of 260 blush, so I'm using that. We don't need much, but make sure you leave some kind of uninflated balloon in both sides. So on one side we're going to tie it, leaving a little bit of, you know, balloon to attach it to our body. We leave about 10 fingers and we're going to tie that to the part where the tail on the 646 is longer, and so this is the way we tie two balloons together, like when you tie two rounds for column, or you know, like a duplex sort of type of attachment. We cut the rest of the 260 and inflate it, which is very important not to leave all those parts over there. It just looks not very neat. So I'll be cutting all those parts from the legs later. But literally this part of the 646 that we didn't cut before, it's because we want to tie that to the nozzle of the 646, and that's a different way, so you don't have to use racing. Sometimes a bit complicated, some people find it very difficult, so this is a different way you can add legs, or literally just go ahead, make a racing and tie it there. We'll make a double pinch twist again, just to make sure that you have the same size bubbles, and this is going to be the tail. So the rest of the balloon we pinch where the balloon is uninflated, and we wrap that little bit around those pinch twists very firmly. Make sure the tail doesn't move, and that is such a cute tail. Oh my god, I just love it. It's just so cute and so simple, and you can see this is just coming up, you know, like a little bit of more similar, and we're going to find where we want to attach the neck of the llama. About 6 fingers is good, so I think that's good for me. And a good way to uninflate the end of the balloon I want to show you. You take a little pinch at the end, not leaving any space for the air to go out, and now you cut it and slowly release it. Don't let it go quickly, or it will, you know, pop, and then it will break the whole balloon. And then you tie. Sorry, it's not on the camera. Doesn't matter how long you leave this. It's a new Blush 260. Just about 3 palms is good enough. We're just literally going to make the ears of the llama, which are very cute too. I think this animal is just cute no matter how you look at it. It's just so cute. Everything is cute about this animal. I think it's just one of my favorites. We're going to create one bubble that is 7 fingers, then a 2-finger bubbles for the pinch twist, a 3-finger bubble, followed by a 2-finger bubble, which will be another pinch twist, and then at the end another bubble the same size as the first one, so about 7 fingers. Make sure they measure the same, unless you like llamas with different sizes on the ears, which is totally fine. It's your llama, you do it your way. So now we're going to tie a knot, and it's important for you to pull a bit before you cut, to make sure the knot is properly firm, just well done. You see as I'm doing it. So now we're going to do something with the balloon to shape it. If the knot is not strong, it will undo, and then you need to start again. So what we do is you bend, you know, the balloon as you can see, and then we're just going to squish it in different directions, and now it just has a shape. Magic, isn't it? And this is me being silly. As my camera ran out of battery at some point during this video, I couldn't film that. There are 2 pinch twists there, but then as you can see, this is the way it looks now. I would recommend to put 4 pinch twists, which is what I did at the end, just to get more stability on that neck, so it wouldn't fall to the side or forward that easily. But basically you then take the eyes out and then put first these ears, and then you can add the eyes. Just push it a bit back on the ears, not too much. You don't want to you know, make a shape there, and then once you put the little white inside, that all makes sense now. I hope it makes sense for you. And this is the way it looks. Isn't it so cute? Just repositioning where everything goes. And what we're going to do now is just to give it more colorful, because llamas are really happy, colorful, you know, it's just kind of party time. So we're going to make something like a collar, and we use a 260 in chrome purple. Chromes are amazing. I love crumbs from Qualatex. They are really good. They're so shiny. The only problem, which is not a problem, it's just what it is, the pigment, it's a bit stronger than other balloons, so it's a bit tougher to work with. So you will see me doing, I pull the tail a bit and then I squish it, and that way you make sure that the bubbles are soft enough and they don't pop. But it's literally that, just squish it a bit more. They're really fun to work with. We make a little bubbles, you can see, you position it under the lip, and we make another very soft bubble to make a pinch twist. And now we're going to squish it a lot. As you can see now, I'm going to pull, can you see? And that will release a bit of that pressure, and it's very soft. We go around, at the same time we're kind of pushing it just to leave the air out of that part, so it's not too bulky on the area. And once you get to the point where you want to finish it, just twist it around that pinch twist to make sure it stays in position. We're going to make a second pinch twist now, so we just position it where we want that to be. We squish it again, make a bubble, that is soft bubble, 2 finger ones, and we're going to make a pinch twist, as you can see. And that's the way. So what we're going to do now is a chain of bubbles. And when I say that, I know lots of you are like, oh my god, but don't worry, it's fine. The best way to do it is you need to hold the llama and give it a cuddle, either with your knees or, you know, between your kind of between your arms and your body. And if you do the bubbles that way, it will, so literally now I'm holding the llama with my knees. Can you see? Bubbles are fine. So make sure you hold the last bubble you make, and the first bubble is going to be held by the llama body itself, because I'm holding the llama holds the bubbles. It's all teamwork, isn't it? So okay, so we have that. We decided to finish there, which is a bit longer than where the neck finishes, and we make a pinch twist. And now we squish it a bit more, and we're going to go around the neck. So going around the neck, just like a collar. I think you call it collar in English. So yeah, this is not a wild llama, I'm afraid. So it's kind of a very domesticated one. I know, not good, is it? Bless them. You know, but she has her freedom. You know, I put her in my window after that. She could see everybody going. I love, you know, watching window watching. Do you do window watching too? I done a lot of that in lockdown. So yeah, literally I'm just positioning where the collar goes, and I'm realizing those pinch twists are a bit kind of not very stable. So literally after that, I didn't have my battery on my phone, so couldn't film that, but you just add 2 more pinch twists there, and that should be all. We make sure we cut the ends, so we don't want any loose bits here or there, and that's looking a bit better now. There you go. And now we're going to add more colors, so we use a 260 in coral, and just leaving about 8-9 fingers, doesn't matter, we're not going to use it all, but that's enough. We're going to wrap it around the legs, and then we squish it. That's very important. We measure how long we want it to go to the other side of the legs, just around his body or her body, and not decide if it's a his or a her. Just tell me what you think. See, a her or he, she or he. So llama at the end, you know. We're going to cut the rest of the balloon, we wrap it around the legs again, we tie a knot, and now we're going to add a normal purple. It's up to you, you want to add another chrome balloon or any other different color. This is just nice, just play with colors, be colorful, be happy. And another chain of bubbles. You're going to do a lot of chains of bubbles. You're literally going to do a lot of practice with this design. But as you can see, in this case, I'm just holding the llama on between my arms and my body, and that makes sure that the last bubble I don't let it go, and that helps me with that. So we measure the distance following the coral balloon, and we're going to do another chain of bubble with the rest of the balloon until we can see that there is too much pressure, so we cut it there. So if we have done about 5 bubbles, I think I've done here, so we're going to count other 5 bubbles on the other side. If they measure the same, that should look the same, and we tie a knot. As you can see there, we're going to tie a knot there. What's going to do, this is going to allow us to have chains of bubbles there without having to use glue, and nobody will see the connection point because it's just under that coral 260, which is so good because that's not going to undo. Sometimes glue could undo depending on what brand you use, and that's much easier. You just need to tie balloons, and we all know how to do that. So we tie a new 260 in lavender, purple lavender. We keep making chain of bubbles and more bubbles and more bubbles, and we just continue following the coral. You see how I am holding it next to it, so make sure that it's not too short or too long, and we wrap it around the legs. We cut the excess, we don't need it anymore. So that's another way to cut it. You literally put the scissors in between both bubbles, then squish it and just let the air go slowly. That way it doesn't pop. And yeah, we just kind of almost finished. So one side you'll see the bubbles are really well positioned, the other side they tend to fall apart. So what we do, we take that little bit of balloon that we discarded just now, we make a knot in each side, make sure that you release all the air out, or you can use a fishing line if you prefer. I just literally work with balloons, they're more flexible, so I just prefer it. But if you're happy with the fishing line, it's not going to be seen anyway, so whatever you have on hand and is easier for you to work with, you can use. We tie a knot in the other side, or we can tie a knot in both sides and just go under the coral balloon. I could have used the whole thing, the whole balloon, the whole scrap, but I'm kind of, let's just save money here, and I'm struggling a lot. Just tell me, did this happen to you very often? Because I tend to misjudge how much length of balloon I need. But there you go, all done now, and it just gives it a very nice shape, like an S shape. It goes and comes back, and I just like that wavy shape a lot. And so then you can see we have a llama. We have the tail and the legs and the head and the little cute nose and everything. Oh, I think we need something else, don't we? I think we need to paint those lovely eyes. Yeah, it looks a bit scary that way. Yeah, we still need to paint it. Yeah, okay, wait a minute, I'm back. Okay, so I'm using this pen. It's a permanent marker, brand is Pilot, I think that's the pronunciation for that. So we're going to kind of draw a bit of an oval shape. You can do it round. I feel this is cuter if it's just like a little bit oval. We make a big circle and then another little circle inside, and we're just going to fill with black around those circles. So if you look at my eyes, you can see 2 little dots from the lights, and that's what we are creating on the llama too, but kind of a big scale because it's kind of a character. So and then in the other side we'll do the same. I've decided to add some eyelashes, like she's wearing mascara. Decided it's a female llama, and I like wearing mascara, so as she's doing now. Yeah, what do you think? Not too much mascara, you don't want too much. Yeah. Okay, and there you go. That's my llama. Oh, wow. And me being silly again. And bye bye, llama. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you had a really good learning from this video, which is, I know, unusually long. But if you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel and click on the bells just to get some notification every time I post a new video. And please let me know what you want to watch next time. If you like my video, share my video, tell everybody about it, and have a happy life. Enjoy! See you in the next video. Bye!